Welcome, everyone. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports for this NBA presentation. We'll see the Bulls facing the Bulls.
All right, ready to go? Ready to go?
And it's Chicago to start out. Aldridge kicks to Artest. And he goes up strong with one hand and flushes it down.
And right off the tip, they get the early offense. Defense looks like it might be running late tonight.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's check out who's on the floor, courtesy of Gatorade. So for Chicago right now, they've got Artest. Andre Drummond is out there with LaMarcus Aldridge. Then there's Irvin. And it's Butler in at the 2 spot. Drummond. And Drummond is right there.
Oh, a nice tip in to salvage the points from that missed shot.
Yeah, and those second chance points can add up. And there's the call on Kyrie Irving. That is his first foul of the game. Pippen, the pass to Paxson. Grant against Aldridge. Grant dishes to Jordan. Shot clock at 6. Puts it up from 12, and he gets that one to go off the front iron.
And so many defenses nowadays really not designed to take away that mid-range jumper.
If you go by pure analytics, there is an argument to be made for that. This time, doesn't work out.
And guys, this is what you like to see early on, gaining a little confidence from range.
Makeable shot for him. Number gets called, and he goes ahead and delivers.
Shot's good by Pippen. And we're about a minute and a half into the first quarter. Artest against Jordan. And Andre Drummond, the bucket on the assist by Artest.
You know, that's another good play call. They are shooting 80% to start this game.
Pippen is doubled. There's the screen. Paxson connects from three-point range. Paxson's got his first 3 points of the game.
There's a chance he could go for a big game if they don't D him up on the perimeter.
Jumper off the screen. No good. And the Bulls going the other way now. And there's the call on Kyrie Irving. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Already his second foul here in the first makes it a tough decision whether to leave him in or not.
Brown is checked in for Chicago. And there's the call on Andre Drummond. That's his first foul. Bulls on D. Paxson kicks to Pippen. Grant outside. 6 to shoot. Shot on the wing. Jordan can't get it to go. And it's the Bulls with the ball. Here's Artest. Great D that time from Jordan.
I'm not sure of the thought process on that one. Really bad shot selection.
Well, you're playing for the team, not just yourself. They needed much better execution that trip down the floor.
And they've got to keep him off the glass. For a little guy, he can be a handful on the offensive boards if you're not aware of it.
Now Butler. After Ron Artest's three-pointer that didn't go. Aldridge a screen. Tries again. Rebound, Grant.
Yeah, blown opportunity after the two-man game creates a terrific look.
That's how it's drawn up. That is, everything but the finish. He was all alone. Looks like he gets a little too relaxed. He has to maintain his focus.
And it's going to be out of bounds. The Bulls will take it.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
So Chicago ends up going with a new group. So Chicago going with an almost entirely new group here. Brook Lopez is checked in for Drummond. Porzingis comes in for LaMarcus Aldridge. Anthony's checked in for Ron Artest. And it's Crawford in for Butler. Armstrong against Crawford. Armstrong passes to Johnson. Bulls moving the ball around. Purdue the screen. Here's Hodges. Loses the defender with the screen and drills the jumper.
Effective screen set there for the jump shot. That was the key to the play.
Here's Crawford. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. Both free throws good from Crawford.
Taking advantage at the charity stripe like he always does. Terrific touch.
Brown against Armstrong. .54 seconds left in the first quarter. And taken away by Brown. And here comes Brown, leading the fast break. It's hauled in by the Bulls.
And guys, there's a lot to like here defensively. That shot almost ends up in the stand.
And he was not quite in position to block the shot, but the result is all the same.
Bulls shooting their first free throws of the game. And both free throws good for Armstrong. Chicago trailing here. Brown inside. He's covered by Armstrong. Crawford's shot is good.
And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
And Hodges kicks to Johnson. It's stolen by Brown. Fast break. Here comes Chicago. Brown's got the ball. On the wing, Jamal Crawford. He's guarded by Hodges. And there's Brown. That's good on the assist by Crawford. Brown's got himself on the board with 3 there.
Well, that's one way he can finish, but far from the only way he gets it done. He's got all kinds of tricks up his sleeve.
The first quarter all wrapped up, and it's been an exciting game so far. Bulls lead by 3. And we'll be back in just a moment with the start of the second quarter. And off we go, a close game now starting the second quarter. Looking at what we've seen from the Bulls, what do you guys think? Chicago trails by 3. So for Chicago right now, Kyrie Irving is out there with Crawford. Then it's Brook Lopez. Then it's Anthony. And it's Porzingis in at the power forward. To the paint. Clock at 6. Hodges misses. Chicago leading by 3. Crawford right side. The pass to Porzingis. Kicks it to Carmelo. Here's Irving. Goes back up. Porzingis can't hit.
That was against good defense. He tried to sneak it in, though. We've seen him do it plenty of times.
Lets it go from 14. A shot by Johnson, no good. Here's Chicago. Here's Crawford. Porzingis passes to Lopez. Out of hand on it. Fast break. Here comes Chicago. Here's Hodges. Pass to Johnson. Three-pointer. Chicago grabs the miss. Porzingis has got 3 rebounds so far in the game. Anthony kicks to Porzingis. Good. Porzingis has got the lead up to 5 now for Chicago.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agendas.
And the first timeout of the game called for Chicago.
And this is what you got to do. I mean, if it ain't working, call timeout, try to figure out what you can do to fix the problem.
You know, also, it's just a chance to take a breath, regroup, get your mind set, and come back out fresh.
So Chicago ends up going with a new group. So Chicago going with an almost entirely new group. Drummond's checked in for Lopez. Aldridge comes in for Porzingis. On our test, he's checked in for Carmelo Anthony. And it's Jimmy Butler in for Jamal Crawford. Left side, Davis. Jordan dishes to Pippen. Paxson kicks to Pippen. They set the pick. Jordan the pass to Livingston. Over Drummond. And it's sent back by Drummond. Here's our test. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two. Chicago shooting their third and fourth free throw shots of the night. And the first one at the line is good. That one falls, so he hits both of them. Chicago trails by 8. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Pippen kicks to Jordan. Pippen against Artest. 6 to shoot. Davis sets a screen. Livingston the pass to Paxson. No good off the front iron. The Bulls leading by 8. Dishes to Artest. And so it looks like the Bulls will retain possession here.
And how about the reaction time on D there? Almost comes up with the pick.
You know, these are the little plays that can add up when you look over the course of a game.
Bulls making a switch here. Cartwright's checked in.
You can tell he's frustrated to get that good of a look from 3, and he didn't make it.
And Pippen gets it to go. Quarter number 2, around 3 minutes gone by. Artest on the wing, guarded by Jordan. Butler in the corner. Knocked away. Paxson against Irving. Jordan the pass to Cartwright. And there's the call on Andre Drummond. That's foul number 2 for him.
And that's foul number 2. And maybe you don't sit him at this point, but you really have to be careful to not pick up another beforehand.
Catching up on the changes for Chicago. Grant, he's checked in for Livingston. And it's Brown in for John Paxson. Brown, he's checked in for the Bulls. Drummond with a screen on Brown. From deep. The putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. And the Bulls lead by 8.
You know, we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
Pippen kicks to Brown. Pass to Grant. Tipped away. Now the feed to Butler. Here's Aldridge. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. Here's Jordan. And again, Chicago. No good. Chicago leading by 8. Here's Butler. 44 seconds left in the second quarter. Here's Pippen. It's Drummond with the rebound. Drummond's got his 4th rebound in this one.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category. All the officials are all over that one.
Bulls shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. And that one falls for LaMarcus Aldridge. Purdue, he's checked in for the Bulls. Armstrong comes in for Michael Jordan. The Bulls also changing it up. Brook Lopez is checked in for Andre Drummond. Anthony comes in for Ron Artest. And it's Crawford in for Jimmy Butler. There's a good screen. Brown against Brown. Down to 5 on the shot clock. For the 3. Up again. Crawford with the rebound. Brown outside. Buries it from 3-point range. Brown's got 6.
Yeah, you see the killer instinct. He's going for the death blow.
True story. They've got a monster lead that's taking a life of its own.
Ladies and gentlemen, dance team. Welcome back, everybody. Third quarter just about to get going here in what has been so far a runaway game. Pippen with it. Pippen is out there with Grant. Then it's John Paxson. Then it's Jordan. And it's Cartwright in at the center, locking down the middle. So that's the 5 in the game for Chicago. Artest kicks to Drummond, and Drummond throws it down.
Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones. Paxson passes to Pippen. Butler against Jordan. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. Andre Drummond picks one up. The Bulls have gone 2 for 2 in the game at the line. Both shots good from the stripe. Chicago leading by 13. They set the pick. The shot by Butler, nobody around. Good, and the assist goes to Irving. He's got 6.
Yeah, those are starting to add up, guys. Of their last 5 baskets, 3 have been triples.
Paxson against Irving. Outside Jordan. Grant kicks to Pippen. Shot clock at 5. Shot off the screen. It's rebounded by Aldridge. Aldridge has got 4 rebounds now tonight.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
Passes to Cartwright. Screened by Grant. Off the pick. Cartwright gets the bucket. Cartwright's got his first basket.
And that's how you want to come out of the locker room. He is fired up.
Yes, in the first minute or so, you knock down a couple of shots. You are in rhythm.
Here's Paxson. Here's Grant. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up.
Clearly a foul.
For Chicago, they have looked good at the line tonight. They're perfect in 4 attempts. And the first one at the line is good. Some changes for Chicago. Davis is checked in for Cartwright. Johnson comes in for Scottie Pippen. And Hodges subbed in for Jordan. And Chicago also making a switch. Porzingis is checked in for LaMarcus Aldridge. Screen by Porzingis. Irving passes to Porzingis. A second chance effort, and the layup is up and in. Porzingis has got his second basket of the game.
That's 3 of 4 here to start the half.
Chicago trails by 15. Time called here. The Bulls decide to talk it over.
And the amount of points they've given up here in the paint, that's what they got to talk about.
You know, for the most part, their perimeter D is holding up, but they might have to sacrifice some of that to close down the lane.
Chicago making some changes. Williams comes in for Horace Grant, and Livingston subbed in for Johnson. Here's Livingston, the pass to Hodges. Just under 2.5 minutes into the third quarter now. Gets the 3-pointer to fall. Hodges has got 5 points so far.
And he found the perfect spot behind the arc there. Big gap in the D.
Here's Butler. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist. Irving's got his 4th assist in this one.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Pass to Paxson. And some nice ball movement here by Chicago. Pass to Livingston. 6 on the shot clock. Williams for 3. That one misses. And the Bulls going the other way now. Here's Irving. Lays it up off the glass. And the Bulls lead by 16.
And with their hot shooting here in the second half, their field goal percentage over 50% now for the game.
Here's Chicago. Third quarter of basketball here, and just a little under 3.5 minutes gone by. It's deflected. And here we go. Here's Butler. Oh, and the jam by Butler.
And that's a terrific sequence at both ends there. There was the block shot, then the run out, and nice finish on the break.
That was a terrific replay brought to you by Under Armour. Another Unleash Chaos moment. And Hodges kicks to Williams. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. Andre Drummond picks one up. For Chicago, they have shot a good percentage from the free throw line so far. They've made 5 out of 6. So for the Bulls, Purdue, he's checked in for Davis. Jordan comes in for Williams. And Armstrong subbed in for John Paxson. So Chicago going with an almost entirely new group here. Brook Lopez is checked in for Andre Drummond. Anthony comes in for Ron Artest. Jamal Crawford, he's checked in for Butler. And it's Brown in for Irving. Crawford, and he finishes nicely on the layup. He has 6.
Up by a bunch. He's still pushing the action, trying to impose his will.
With this big of a deficit in the score, you think the losing team would be playing harder. Nope, the opposite.
Here's Jordan. That shot off. Nice D from Porzingis.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today, and there is a glaring discrepancy between these two teams in that area. Yeah, the defender all over him.
The Bulls have been perfect so far from the free throw line, 6 for 6. That free throw good from Anthony. Scottie Pippen's checked in for Hodges. Both free throws good for Anthony. There's 39 seconds left to play here in the third. Armstrong against Brown. And here's Purdue. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him. Puts it up from 15, and the jumper is good. So it's Chicago now. It's an 18-point game. Porzingis kicks to Anthony. Taken away. Outside Jordan. Over Crawford. And it is good at the buzzer. Wow.
And you can't end the period any better than that.
Yeah, I agree. Shot clock doing its thing. He times it out perfectly.
And so it's Chicago in command with a 16-point lead as the buzzer sounds. What a night they've had in terms of their shooting. Everything dropping in for them. We've got more NBA basketball coming your way in just a minute. Welcome back. Fourth quarter action starting up in what has been a one-sided show. The Bulls leading by 16. So the Bulls 5 right now. Kristaps Porzingis is out there with Brook Lopez. Then it's Anthony. Then there's Brown. And it's Crawford at the 2. Brown outside. The rebound by Cartwright.
Not his best game, but they're still getting it done collectively.
Feeds it to Armstrong. Back to Jordan. Pass to Purdue. And the foul on Carmelo Anthony. That's his first foul. And the Bulls making a change here. Grant's checked in. LaMarcus Aldridge, he's checked in for the Bulls. And the foul called on Jamal Crawford. That's his first foul. Screened by Grant. Here's Jordan. And it's Chicago with the rebound. They led the game at 1 point by 20. Lopez kicks to Crawford. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
That's his second personal. At the line, Jamal Crawford taking 2 shots.
And that one falls for Jamal Crawford. And so Jamal Crawford nails both of them.
We're still waiting for that first miss from the line this half.
Jordan dishes to Pippen. Aldridge against Grant. Here's Jordan. Hits the target from 18 feet.
Now we can say it. He's a completely different shooter this half. Much more confidence, much more success.
Lopez, a screen on Armstrong. He hits Brown with the drive. Terrific design on the pick play, and he lays it in. And the Bulls lead by 18.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Chicago calls timeout.
And when you take a look at that shot chart, the amount of misses lately, really unbelievable.
You start to wonder, in my opinion, is it better to take everything to the rack now or to try at least draw some fouls?
Paxson, he's checked in for B.J. Armstrong. And Chicago also making a switch. Irving's checked in. Anthony against Jordan. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
Yeah, just nice strength there and then just off with the shot.
That free throw good from Anthony.
Carmelo Anthony taking 2 shots.
He doesn't get the second one. Chicago trails by 19. Here's Jordan. Down goes basket number 6 for him this game. He's taken 12 shots and made half of them.
I tell you what a good thing that he showed up today, because without him, this thing would already be over.
Lopez a screen. Irving against Paxson. Irving attacking, and no good. Jordan with some nice D. So it's Chicago now. Now Paxson. The dish to Pippen. Outside Jordan. Brand sets a screen for Jordan. Pippen. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Jordan.
You can see there the defender allows himself to get picked.
You know, it's all about effort. Sometimes you're going to get hit on hard screens. You just have to fight through them.
On the wing, Irving. Guarded by Paxson. And that one's good, Irving.
And when the score is as lopsided as it is, and you can see they smell blood in the water, my man is going for the jugular.
Here's Grant. Rebound by the Bulls. Aldridge has got rebound number 5 here tonight. Deflects the pass. Pippen against Crawford. Here's Irving. Banked in off the glass. And the Bulls lead by 19.
And we see it all the time, guys. You get the big lead, maybe check out mentally, but not tonight.
They have this game in hand, but they're still pouring it on.
Pick by Cartwright. Here's Jordan. And misses it off the right side of the rim.
Going the other way.
Horace Grant.
Chicago making some changes. Andre Drummond's checked in for Lopez. Artest comes in for Carmelo Anthony. And it's Butler in for Jamal Crawford. Irving against Paxson. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Bulls will take it. So it's both teams making substitutions here. Time called here. The Bulls decide to talk it over. They're down by 19. We've got 1:28 left in the 4th quarter. And now let's present our Jordan Player of the Game, D. Brown.
And the way he's made his mark with his work inside, he's just been a slasher tonight. Always moving, getting to the basket at will, and just seemingly taking advantage of a D that was reluctant to get in his way.
I don't think anyone in this building saw this coming. I'm sure that of the players who these fans thought would beat them, his name was not at the top of the list. Brown against Brown. 4 on the clock. Here's the floater. It's Drummond with the rebound. The Bulls leading by 19 points. Butler kicks to Artest. 54 seconds left to play here in the 4th. Here's Hodges. Another shot. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
Clearly a foul.
And that one falls for Davis.
Michael Davis.
And both free throws good for Davis. Artest with the ball. Johnson on him.
And how much longer are they going to keep that foot on the accelerator?
Well, this is less about winning the game now and more about making a bold statement.
And taken away by Brown. Here's Artest.
Oh, wow.
Watch your head.
That's a beautiful jam.
Just increasing their advantage, and right now they're in a zone on both ends.
Yeah, this lead has snowballed. Credit their killer instinct for piling on.
It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Davis with a screen on Porzingis. 6 to shoot. And it's Davis with the jam.
This is a guy who knows how to orchestrate an offense. Terrific lead pass.
Here's our test. And the miss. And so Chicago takes this one, and by a big margin. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.
I guess they don't need home cooking to feel at home. I mean, Kevin, just a masterful performance all the way around.
And that's... Going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Steve Smith, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for being with us. We'll see you next time.